Alright, we're gonna start. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a re-airing of the Marly0Live podcast. Even though this time it's not really live, we are just pre-recording in advance because when we were streaming it, the server was hacked and it disrupted the stream for all of you who were hearing here. But then again, here is a special guest, German Viking. Hello, German Viking.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, as you all know, we are all talking about ProJared in the news. Even though that's old news, his YouTube career is pretty much plummeted, isn't that right?
Yeah, it looks like ProJared doesn't seem to be doing too well right now.
Yeah, so E3 is this week. If y'all haven't if y'all unless for all of you who have not been living under a rock, what games are you most excited about, German Viking?
Doom Eternal, A Hat in Time Switch, possibly the Freedom Planet 2.
Okay, and after we go through our most anticipated games of E3, we are also going to look at YouTubers who have fallen from grace. Stick with us for a little while. As of right now, German Viking, aren't you also looking forward to the Death Stranding game?
I don't really know too much about Death Stranding. I mean, Hideo Kojima is a really good artist. I respect his talent as the design director, but I just don't know where it's gonna head. I mean, it looks good, the graphics look good, but I'm not too sure about the gameplay. That's something I'm kind of concerned about.
Yeah, German Viking is working on a game, a mobile game that's gonna be out soon. What is this game called?
Catcher in the Raven.
And what do you do in this game?
It's basically a how far can you get kind of game. It's like set in Victorian England, and it's basically a you play as a raven and you see how far you can get.
Oh, similar to inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, is it?
Yeah, like inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, and I wanted to go for a little bit of a photorealistic like look, similar to what you would see from that show. Well, I forget that show. What was it called? I think it was called. It was basically a show with photorealistic characters that are all animated.
Oh, it's very similar to the most CGI movies today that are releasing in theaters, which I think CGI has pretty much been exploited and gone a bit too far. It needs to, in my opinion, it needs to go back to the roots of resembling hand-drawn animation. You could do that with CGI now.
Well, what's funny is that I think I remember the name of the show that it's actually based. The art style it's based after is based similar in a style to Angela Anaconda.
Oh, this garbage. I hated that show. And when can we expect the game to come out?
It's still in the pre-production phase, so we don't even really know right now.
Yeah, pre-production phase. Are you on? So, so what's this game called again?
Catcher in the Raven.
Oh, Catcher in the Raven. And are you allowed to be open about it or what?
I can be open about it. It's a very simple game. It's probably going to take us a week to build, but
I'm guessing a month at least, cause games take a while. Unlike people I saw on Steam Direct, but that's another story. And it was nice having you here, German Viking.
no problem. That's what I'm here for.
Yep, well, maybe we can have you on again sometime.
Okay, that seems like a cool idea.
All right. Sorry. And there's German Viking right here. And we are also going to look at some trailers here, including the Death Stranding release date reveal trailer. I'll personally tell you what games I'm excited about now, besides Death Stranding. Not only is it also uh, a spiritual successor to Metal Gear and Silent Hill, since that stars Norman Reedus from the canceled Silent Hills. I really look forward to this game because they say it's a new type of game, aside from Final Fantasy VII Remake and probably more on other games as well, I really look forward to the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC and what is next for the franchise. And I don't want to give out spoilers there for those who have not completed Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm gonna look at some trailers that were including some release date trailers, some more sneak peek trailers, as you say, leading up to E3, because I have quite a busy schedule this month, so I'm not going to be able to live stream E3 this year. I have another full-time job in the way that contradicts my schedule, so what I'll do instead, I'll do a live stream recapping E3 announcements and E3 reveals, and what to expect. So here are some trailers, video game trailers for some games we're excited about. And are you excited? Yeah. Sorry if I'll take that, but again, I'm kind of going in kind of a reverse order of the content I had on the stream right here. Put some headphones on. Okay. Death Stranding. And no release date trailer. Here we go, everyone. Now you're going to hear the audio because I don't want to be content ID'd because fuck Hollywood and the record companies. They can kiss ass. Ooh! We have Vor here. A baby. Something. Reminds me of that old PlayStation 3 trailer. You know, kind of reminds me of these PlayStation 3 commercials. Way back when. It looks like this is in some post-apocalyptic future and shot in Iceland, because it looks like it was filmed in Iceland. Black soil, stuff like that.
Humanity will not survive. We don't need a country. Not anymore. We do. Alone, we have no future. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Kojima Productions! Fuck you, Konami! Hashtag fuck you, Konami! For those pachinko machines and those Metal Gear Survive that no one gives a shit about. Seriously, what was with the survival zombie bullshit? Haven't we had enough of those already? New history begins. And this is a new type of game that has elements we have yet to see before. And what are they? Only time will tell. You can pull ladders out of your ass on the fly. Well, it came out of thin air to get to new places.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenot City. They want the UCA to leave them be.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's
I'm guessing this guy is the villain of the game. The guy in black and the gold mask.
They're extremists like
Looks like it.
everywhere. Plotting in the shadows.
Oh, looks like we've got some stealth action coming on here. We have 2319! It looks like the 2319 guys from Monsters, Inc. Those men in yellow suits.
Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Oh, and they're actually using a fetus for life support.
Freaks me out too.
It's kind of creepy. We have Norman Reedus here again. Oh, and the ground is turning black, and there's people climbing out of the tar. Those bound to Hades. Alright, we're going to fast forward here a bit.
Still around. There's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
Death Stranding. Here it is. Wait for it.
You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, it's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side.
And gas fuel light on fire.
Covering the world in cable didn't bring an end to Warren's suffering.
Oh, there it is! November 8th, 2019!
It all comes
Right before Christmas! Mark your calendars for this, Kojima fans! You may even want to add this for your Christmas wish list. Time for Black Friday.
The people can't do that.
Probably gonna have a good Black Friday sale right there.
That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together.
I'll show you the real thing soon. Promise.
Alright. That was Death Stranding. Now we're gonna look at the FF7 Remake trailer. This is the teaser trailer. It's only like a little over a minute long here. The return draws closer. Think they mean that to their audience. Here's Eris here. Old enemies.
Have fun.
Now, there's been a bit of controversy surrounding the different voices.
Boss, that's easy enough.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
She's been redesigned,
This is for you.
and there's buffering here. In my opinion, her locks look a bit too long. They need to be trimmed a bit. See, and Cloud sounds different. If only this thing will not stop buffering.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
And Sephiroth sounds different too. And now the only one who has confirmed not to be reprising his role is Baird's voice actor. And if they have been recasted, then they're probably doing a good job so far. Because then again, these characterizations are matching the originals as close as possible. What I hope to see out of FF7 Remake is a background story on the origin of the summons, like how the summons came into the materia. Are they like how the summons became part of the live stream? Because essentially in the game, materia is formed from the live stream, and so that would imply that summons are a part of the live stream. I wonder if they have that kind of backstory, essentially. And now I heard that there's rumors regarding a new summon reveal that was probably cut from the original, but then again, I have to let that be slide for a bit. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, or maybe we'll get a new backstory about the summons in the FF7 universe, like how they became part of the live stream. Because as you know, there's summon materia and summon and materia in general, which is the magic system marbles, is from the condensed Mako, which is the live stream. It's a complex story for those of you who haven't played the 20-plus-year-old game, but we are going to look at Doom Eternal. Teaser trailer. Now.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine.
Now this is Red Battle Axe Doom Eternal. And it looks just like the old Doom. It makes me camera sick, but German Viking really loves Doom, including the one with retro mods. And with E3 put aside, let's talk about fallen YouTubers. First up on our list is ProJared, and ProJared, as you know, has been in the news the past month or so regarding an affair he had with his wife that went public, and he's been bleeding subscribers ever since. He's down well below 1 million right now, and one of these pictures that have been surfacing is him dressed up in a Sailor Moon costume with his junk being pulled out though. But however, most of those have been censored. All I have is him cosplaying as Sailor Mercury, which is one of the sailor soldiers in the anime here. And funny fact, he actually reviewed Sailor Moon games on one of his ProJared Plays series. Even going as far as cosplaying as Sailor Moon to begin with. I mean, go figure. Who could have known that could have been a precursor to what was gonna unfold in the following year and why he had been silent for so long. Now let's look it up. ProJared Sailor Moon.
I have returned from my time in the mountains with an all-new YouTube video.
Is it me or does he look an awful lot like Spoonie?
Time in the mountains beard. It's the best I can do.
Okay, pervert.
This video is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
Which you have, of course, been retracted because of
I try to maintain a clean
your online reputation's gone to shit.
easy way to make sure I do, with high-quality razors and more that I need to look and feel my best. And it being delivered straight to your home.
Now here he is, Sailor Jared. He looks like Spoonie. Now, Sailor Jared, that's a song German Viking wrote because, of course, he is the magic man for song parodies. He wrote one about Soulja Boy, especially with his bootleg video game consoles that have been going on a while back. But here's another one. I will sing it for you. It's called Sailor Jared, and this is part of and this is over his video game review of the Sailor Moon games.
Below. Dollar Shave Club. They help me stay a clean, smooth boy.
And be a dirty Spoonie lookalike. Reviewing games by daylight. Cheating on women by daylight. Bro, showing off my junk and fight. I am the one named Sailor Jared. He is throwing his junk online, tweeting pictures of his junk. He is the one named, only for his wife to find out, he is the one named Sailor Jared.
Frankly, I would get bullied and made fun of because it was, quote, for girls. I'm glad how different.
And he is a post-pubescent.
I love Sailor Moon.
He is the one named Sailor Jared.
Stories about love.
He was cheating on his wife by night, only to have his junk exposed. He is a YouTuber who would go down. He is the one named Sailor Jared. And here he is.
Out and move on. And your special attack energy recharges after every fight, so there's no issue with spamming your best specials to move on. In addition to choosing your members, you can also. I hope that this gives you an idea of possible fun.
Here he is. He's about to cosplay as Sailor Jared. Oh, there he is! The Sailor Mercury costume. More like Sailor Jared. And that's the same costume that you took perverted selfies on that got your Tumblr account banned.
Other consoles that I never got around to trying. And I can only imagine what those games would be like.
Sailor Jared, da-da-dum. I'm a pervert in a suit, da-dum.
Way to spend your time. And they really appreciate it when you watch too.
His dirty,
You know there's more you can do to help out your favorite YouTuber?
his dirty advertisement.
And clicking the
Copying
notification
the,
bell is extra simple.
copying the Deke dub. The Dick dub.
And leaving a comment helps
Deke
so much.
animation. Remember that, that's the,
Saying that you liked the video. There's also social medias like Twitter or Instagram.
that's actually the same,
where your favorites may appear.
the same PSA that Dick animated cartoons would come out with back in the 90s. Sailor Jared says, see, look, Sailor Jared says, suck my cock.
Support them wherever and whenever you can. And you can be one super fan. Sailor Jared says,
Suck my cock. No. Sorry if I sounded that way, but there's been a bunch of people online that coming forward online saying that he, of course, engaged in inappropriate phone sex, including those who were minors at the time, which could mean that ProJared may have to register as a sex offender if found guilty by a court. Now another one I want to go to. This is a guy I have been wanting to expose for quite some time. His name is JoeExotic. Now, for those of you who don't know, JoeExotic is this YouTuber who also runs his roadside zoo up in Oklahoma. And he has essentially been breeding endangered tigers and lions like crazy in squalid conditions. Now, an unrelated note is that he was actually known by animal rights groups. I'm a big lover of animals, and of course he has been followed by animal rights groups regarding the exploitation of these animals, and he also went as far as to try to start a reality show with TLC, and I hate reality shows. They've gone down so hard recently that's pretty much geared towards really ignorant people, including people who are too stupid to cut their cords, which is why a good way to save money is cutting your cord. Who needs to spend $150 a month on cable for a bunch of shit channels you don't watch when you could just use the internet to stream whatever you want, whenever you want, anytime, for a quarter of the price. All you need is internet and a good internet connection here. Now, this guy also ran for president and for governor before essentially committing a crime that would wind him up in jail. And the reason why he ended up in jail is another story in and of itself, but I will get you a video of JoeExotic's presidential campaign video. Now, he has been exposed by animal rights activists for years, but that didn't stop him from running for president and governor. And now this guy, of course, as one might expect, probably came in dead last in the presidential primaries. Yep. Let's see, JoeExotic for president. Here is the guy's video campaign. He looks like the most ridiculous person imaginable. He, of course, has a bleached mullet with brown hair. He's the skunk man.
I'm JoeExotic, and today this is not going out to any kind of a presidential candidate.
He's in the cage with tigers and lions next to him, who were obviously drugged because he would have been eaten. There's his famous presidential ad.
I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life. I currently got legally married. Thank God. It's finally legal in America.
Turn that up.
I've had some kinky sex. I have tried drugs through the younger years of my life. I am broke as shit. I have a judgment against me from some bitch down there in Florida. But I can tell you, I paid a fine with the USDA, and that is nothing but a civil fine, ladies and gentlemen. That does not mean that I was accused or convicted of any kind of animal cruelty thing.
But you've sure been exposed by PETA.
For exotic animals in this country.
No, it's not,
as far as
skunk man.
Goes. I'm JoeExotic, and don't forget, I am now stepping my foot in the ring to run for president. And this is all paid for by the committee of JoeExotic Speaks for America.
Now, this bitch you was talking about in Florida was one of his biggest critics for exploiting large exotic cats. Now, see, JoeExotic's gimmick here is that his primary way to make money as his shit-loaded roadside zoo was barely attracting any visitors to stay financially afloat is that he would actually breed tiger and lion cubs and set up exhibit where people can pay to pet them and have their pictures taken with them. And because he needed to actually, and he would travel across the country from mall to mall to mall, showcasing these tiger and lion cubs. And this cub petting was a very lucrative business, and of course it wasn't really good for the cubs either, because of course they often got sick and died, a lot of them. In fact, he actually had 23 tiger cubs die between 2019 and 2010. Now, these are one of the world's most endangered species, and Big Cat Rescue, which is a legitimate animal sanctuary down in Tampa, Florida, has spoken out about him, and through investigating the welfare of what goes behind the scenes, and they told through these malls, this guy is really doing the cubs a bad favor, and he's endorsing animal abuse. You cannot let him exhibit at your malls. And so as a result, the malls essentially fired him, saying you cannot exhibit them there for the public. And so as a result, he has launched an online tirade against him for years, even regarding to set up a fake organization which he named Big Cat Rescue Entertainment, only to be sued by Big Cat Rescue for copyright infringement. And he has also been exposed for all sorts of stuff, including by PETA and, of course, sharks, showing animals respect and kindness. I will show you right here. Now, this guy failed to run for president, and he ran for governor of Oklahoma until he was caught for a federal crime here. In fact, PETA, of course, went back to his GW Exotic Animal Park, which is getting ready to close. His park was the GW Animal Park in Greater Wynnewood, Oklahoma, and they've been exposing just very graphic cruelty that I cannot really show to you because I will get flagged, and my videos may be age restricted because it's so gruesome with the cases where he left the tigers in. But he has been convicted by a grand jury for murder for hire and for animal cruelty and several counts of violating the Endangered Species Act. Now, murder for hire trial. JoeExotic, the skunk man.
Speak with his extended family.
Sorry.
From News 9, this is breaking news.
News 9's Sylvia Corkill in place outside the federal courthouse. She was in the courtroom as the verdict against JoeExotic was read. Let's go to Sylvia right now for the very latest. Sylvia?
Kelly, since last week we told you that it could take some time in order for the jury to come back with its verdict, seeing that there were 19 counts. However, after just 3 short hours, nearly 4 hours, the jury.
She's talking about the
on all 19 counts.
He's guilty, of course, because he just hired someone to kill an animal rights activist.
They found him guilty on those 2 charges. Remember, one of them, he was
because
found guilty of paying an individual $3,000,
which is an undercover FBI agent. That individual that he paid $3,000 to kill these animal rights activists that he felt was a threat to his business, turns out they were undercover FBI agents, like they always are in real life. Unless you're with the drug cartels. And people, if you ever try to hire a hitman for murder, chances are 99.9% of the time it's going to be an undercover FBI agent, because people just don't do that. I mean, and people, if you ever feel vengeful against someone, don't do that. And plus, if you try hiring a hitman, it's obviously going to be an undercover FBI agent who's going to try to arrest you, essentially. And this is what happened here to JoeExotic here. I don't want to talk over the report regarding this, but his YouTube career is ruined.
To commit that murder, a former employee, and he was also accused of trying to pay an undercover FBI agent money as well.
See?
Though that money never exchanged hands, the jury did find him guilty of those charges. As far as the rest of those charges are concerned, something the defense called paper crimes, seeing that many of them were what he considered to be citations. The jury also found him guilty on all of those charges, all of them surrounding animal crimes, the transport of these animals.
Illegal sales.
Is concerned. We did speak with the defense's attorneys earlier today. They told us, regardless of the outcome, they would not give comment. They would not make a statement. Right now, we are waiting for prosecutors. We're hoping to be able to speak with them after this case. As soon as we learn some more information, we'll be sure to pass it along.
Yeah, I was expecting this guy to one day be eaten.
Maldonado Passage was stoic the entire time, even as the verdict was read. Sylvia Corkill, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Sylvia, any reaction
Now,
from anyone else?
I was expecting this guy to one day be eaten by his own tigers, but nope. He just went batshit crazy to throw out money to and try to hire someone to actually kill him. And let's see, JoeExotic. See, JoeExotic was a big YouTuber. Now, I have been following this guy's exploit for years, and he still has 36,000 subscribers, which he's obviously lost a lot, by the way. The Tiger... And here's his lead video, JoeExotic, the Tiger King, more like the Tiger Abusing King.
Having the United States' largest private zoo may seem like an adventure, but you have no idea.
Now, this is a trailer for his reality TV show he was trying to greenlight here. Of course, he's trying to catch bobcats, raccoons. Raccoons are attacking him. He's kicking them. Oh god, no, no. There's a dachshund in the lion's den. Hope he doesn't feed it to them. He's kicking the big cats, and the ostrich is stuck in the fence. Who the fuck would watch some shit like that? It should be called Animal Cruelty, the TV show. They're just wrestling and beating animals. Good lord. And the zookeepers are hurt. Now, of course, they turned him down.
JoeExotic, otherwise known as the Tiger King, the gay gun carrier with a mullet. I built this place from the ground up. I started over 15 years ago with a deer and a mountain lion. I have over 180 big cats, 500
a deer and a mountain lion.
In my care, we have rescued over thousands of exotic animals.
More like hoarded them, yeah.
Like they're my kids.
Idiot.
Between taking care of all these animals and babysitting my employees, things can get a little crazy around here. Nope. Whatever. Josh, get it.
This is a TV promo. No wonder why this TV promo didn't go anywhere.
I'll put you in the car and drive you down to the sheriff's office and throw you in the prison cell myself. See what I'm talking about? If they're not all smoking pot, they're harassing my volunteers.
My name's John Ricky. I'm the manager.
Oh god, no.
Poop in a bag, walk around.
What kind of an idiot would let his dogs into the tiger enclosure, into the lion enclosure here? Now this is just...
I've been attacked by the crazy animal rights activists who want to do nothing but harm my animals. I've been attacked by the crazy private owners.
That's because
who are
you...
nothing but jealous of this facility that we built.
No, that's because you exploit them and abuse them. You're not an accredited zoo or sanctuary. Oh god, it's the insane clown posse.
I don't worry about what the Humane Society or PETA has to say about anything because A, they're not here, B, they know nothing about our facility, and C, I really would rather not comment on an organization that killed 87% of the animals that they got their hands on last year.
Which you obviously did, and Just, now he has actually been making threats against the leader of Big Cat Rescue for years, including, like, with a blow-up doll. Now, there's other YouTubers that have fallen from grace that I want to go over to, but unfortunately, I am out of time. Again, thank you for listening to a rerun of the Marly0Live podcast. I'll see you next time. This is Marlyonama, signing off.